What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So today I wanted to talk about why I only now keep basically 800 something $40,000 in my American Express high yield savings, and then I have the rest in brokerages. Last time we spoke, I think I had like 1.2, 1.3. If we scroll down, as we can see, I had more, like 1.3 essentially last year. And as I've been learning more and more about the market, clearly you can get way better returns than what we're seeing here. And so one thing, I obviously like to do is be a little bit more disciplined. This is literally nothing. Making $2,400 off of 843,000 is essentially like pennies on this, because as you guys have seen a lot of my trades, I've had trades where I've made 40% in a week and a half. 40% in a week and a half for this is a lot more than this. However, I'm relatively new. I like to be fully transparent with people. I'm relatively new to investing in the market, and as we all know, I think if we look at the S&P, if we look at a lot of other stocks, a lot of other companies, in my personal opinion, I don't want to be that guy that full ports, everything I have in attempt to get 40% when I can do that with 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, and get those small wins over and over and over again until I'm very confident in what I'm doing. Now, this is contrary to what most people would do, right? Most people would say, throw this into your brokerage as well, which I have another probably million in between the other brokerages. They would say, throw it, in there and just trade it how you normally would with your other stuff. And I just think for most people, you shouldn't do that. And I think for most traders, like I've seen a lot of traders or investors on YouTube, online, that are relatively new. It's okay to admit that you're relatively new to this, right? As long as you continuously get those wins, as long as you continuously build your intuition, start playing bigger and bigger. I was doing $5,000, trades with a couple million just to start out, right? That's fine. That's fine for me. I want to build my intuition. I want to build my understanding of how to actually work the markets. Once you understand that, go bigger. Then I went 10,000, then I went 20,000, then 50,000, then 80,000, then 100,000. So you want to kind of go that way. Once you build your confidence and once you build your intuition, I think that it makes sense. Now, this right here, pretty soon here, probably towards the end of, I would say, December, beginning of January, maybe, mid-January, I'm going to put this into a brokerage and see what I can do for the year of 2026. And you guys are going to come along with me for that. Combined, it's going to be roughly 2 something million. And we're going to see where we can take that. I think, as I'm getting better and better at this, as I've done pretty well in the last, I would say, year, or I would say like even 7-8 months. My trades have been phenomenal. Now, that's great and all, but I want to continue that and see how I do towards the end of December and then move this. So again, I think the point of this video is it's okay to, not throw everything in if you're new to something. I think as you start to get more and more confidence, then increase your risk tolerance. I think if you're disciplined, if you have a disciplined approach and understand, that's fine if you collect pennies or whatever, not a lot on a lot of your capital, that's fine, right? It's better than full porting on a random position and losing half of it. And I'm okay with that, because once you lose your capital, you can't trade anymore. So that's that for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this guy, I'd rather be transparent with you guys. Last time we spoke, I had $1 1.3, dumb that down, threw that into brokerages. Yeah. And it's actually funny, before we end this video, like I literally had a trade where I only put in 50,000, which is barely even, it's like nothing compared to this. And just off that trade, it went up about $20,000 off of 50,000. So it's like, that's 10 times this, right? So as I continuously build my intuition, my confidence, I think this 800 plus can move, and hopefully we can do something great with it. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching today's video. I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.